So, on the subject matter of urban legends and what do I think of them? Well, the fact is, urban legends are basically the latest incarnation of the old campfire tales. The kind of stories that were told when, we were all huddled around a fire, fending off the dark. The basic essentials of horror, in effect. Once again, that notion of we have no idea what the hell is out there. Oh, creepy noise, oh, scary fangs. Oh, God, I'm dead. Obviously, over time and as media has progressed, the notion of telling stories has for some reason become a foreign concept. Thank you very much, media! Anyway, in modern times, the idea of horror stories or campfire tales has changed into the notion of urban legends. Everyone has urban legends, Bloody Mary, Hook Hand. I'm sure the Irish urban legends are actually probably a little bit more got to do with folklore and banshees than anything else. But the point still remains. There has been, and always will be, I think, the notion of converting urban legends into cinema, movies, TV shows, whatever. I think that's a good idea. It keeps perpetuating things. However, it also means that oftentimes urban legends become diluted. The core of the story is often lost, and it's just another excuse for a Gore film. Whereas once upon a time, these things actually would have had a moral center. Don't go doing something really, really stupid because this scary mofo will hunt you down and do things to you that will make, your relatives shudder in terror. You get the point. Nowadays, however, it's a case of, oh, scary guy, and, all of the same old things of teenagers having sex, drugs, rock and roll, partying, being young and free is a bad thing. Thank you very much, Christianity. But at the end of the day, urban legends are really handy because they are an excellent way of carrying forward the notion of the horror story. Obviously, urban legends become twisted over time. Obviously, this goes to the same kind of horror, campfire tales. All these stories change with the person that's telling them. Now, as long as I think the notion that, whatever the moral tale at the center of it is, because let's face it, no good horror is just about being, violent and bloody. Okay, some of them are just about being violent and bloody, but in general, there's a story. So when it comes to urban legends, I think some of the most predominant modern urban legends, if you want to take a look at them, Candyman, The Ring is a great example. The Japanese one, not any of the American ones. In fact, if you want a good field of urban legends, go looking for some independently made American movies or the old Japanese horror stories, because most of them did stem from the old-fashioned ghost stories or spirit stories, whatever. When it comes to Ireland, we have seen people attempting to kind of take urban legends, I think, with some of the independent Irish short stories and stuff. But once again, because the Irish, the great storytellers that we once were, have decided to let it all go. I mean, come on! We used to be the storytellers. And now, we're what? Okay, yeah, granted, we might have a couple of decent things pop out every now and then. Apparently, love-hate is supposed to be good. I didn't get into it. But the point is, when's the last time you heard of an Irish urban legend or an Irish horror story being financed properly, funded, and made? In fact, what's the last Irish urban legend tale you can remember? Because I'm pretty sure the last one I can remember involves a cottage that was probably knocked down 5 years ago and used to be frequented by witches, or so I was told when I was a kid. See, that's the last time I heard an Irish urban legend, an Irish urban horror story. So come on! Why not get into the notion of researching old Irish urban legends, old Irish horror stories of what they were, and come up with a big budget, because let's face it, you Irish media companies have got the money to do it. A big budget rendition of some Irish horror stories, some proper Irish urban legends, folktales, whatever way you want to have it. They can be contemporary, they can be period pieces, I don't care. The point is, the Irish folklore is filled with horror, and most of it, the vast majority of it, is unknown to the modern Irish people. Maybe it's because they couldn't be bothered picking up a book. Maybe it's because the only reason that you know about this stuff is through reading books, and maybe it's because the people that can bring these things to life haven't bothered their arses. Instead, we get Fair City and cookery shows and attempts at reality TV. Terrifying in its own way, but not actually horror. So please, please, look into doing Irish urban legends. Look into gathering old Irish stories. Look into bringing our horrific history to life. End of discussion.